This is going to be a fairly quick demonstration on how to rotate a triangle, the one that we started at the end of the hour, if you were in second hour, and also how to do two different transformations on a figure. So the first thing that you would want to do is to find the ordered pair of each of these vertices, L, M, and N, and to put them, write them down or put them in a table so you can use the rule to transform them. If we recall, step one was to reflect this over the x-axis. And that means that we're going to use this rule, x comma y becomes x and then negative y, or the opposite of y. When we use that rule, it gives us this table where the original was 1, 1, and 2, 3, and 3, 1, but the new image became 1, negative 1, right? Kept the x's the same, changed that to the negative. Same with this one and this one. And so these new images, points, will make up my new triangle. This new figure, as not so great as it looks, has these particular points. And so this is now my new original. And I'm going to do the next one, the next transformation, which if you'll remember was to rotate it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this 90 degrees clockwise, which is negative 90 in Khan Academy. And so that means this is going to rotate this way 90 degrees. It should land right over here. The rule for that is xy becomes y comma negative x. So we take these new points here, 1, negative 1, 2, negative 3, and 3, negative 1. We're going to switch them around and make the second one the opposite sign. So when I switch these around, the negative 1 goes in front, and the 1 becomes the opposite, which is now negative 1 as well. The 2 and the 3 switch around, so the negative 3 becomes the front, or the new x value, and the 2 becomes the opposite and goes in the back. See, y stays the same, but goes in the front, x changes signs and goes in the back. So again, with this one, y stays the same and goes in front, so that's negative 1. X changes signs and goes in back. So now this new one is going to land right over here, and I'll show you the new points. And now here's our final image, the rotation of this, which does not look right. As a matter of fact, it's not right. I'm going to fix it. Bam, there. I had one vertex down a little too far. So as you can see, this has been rotated 90 degrees, and it's kind of obvious it's been rotated because of the fact it's not facing the exact same way. This was parallel to the x-axis, and now that side is parallel to the y-axis, so that indicates that it was 90 degrees that it was turned. And now we've done two transformations. So these new vertices would now be labeled L double prime. This is what you would label your paper. That's with two little apostrophes, which look like, I know, little dots. And then the M double prime would be here. It went here and then rotated to here. M double prime. And finally, this bottom one would be N double prime. All right, and so that's the little video on how to finish up those two transformations. I will see you tomorrow.